Welcome to Foxboro Hockey, Wednesday night, January 4th, 2017, first game of the new year. Foxboro versus St. John Paul from down in Barnstable, Hyannis. We got a couple missing game players here today. Taylor Schaffman out sick, and Paul Vey on a suspension for the Norton game. Kind of borderline hit on a suspension. So Foxboro out there with Brolin and Sullivan to start on D. Smith, Carisi, and Garabant. So the first line stays together. We're going to have to see how they break things out here as far as playing the forwards go with this game. Sullivan coming out from behind the net. We got a change out here. You got Josh Bertuman, Ronnie McClellan with Kyle Ricketts, the freshman. Sullivan couldn't keep it in there. So Foxboro coming in with a 1-4 record. St. John Paul comes in with a 3-4-0 record. Their star player is number 9, Patrick Connolly. St. John Paul coming off of a 14-1 win versus New Bedford. Foxboro coming off a heartbreak loss against Norton. Last 20-something seconds left in the game. Norton gets the good shot there by Garrett. Norton got the game winner. Foxboro had fought back the whole game. We got Brolin and Sullivan again with the first line. Smith, Garabant, Carisi. Brolin dumps it into the corner after the win by Smith. Up the boards, Brolin going to flip it toward the net. Goalie with a nice stick off the end of the goalie's knob of his stick. And Brolin, C&I shot. That's how he scored in the Norton game. Gets the puck. Nothing hard, nothing crazy. Smith and Creasy, good forecheck here. Garabant clears. Self comes in and flips it to net. Blocked by St. John Paul. Garabant in behind the net. Smith coming behind him. Sullivan with the pinch. Carisi with a good coverage. St. John Paul trying to flip it out. Brolin, good body, and Smith keeps it in deep. Garabant in the corner. Smith behind the net, out in front. Brolin slides it in the ice. Good save by the goalie. 1 minute in the corner. He needs a little help. Brolin dumps it in. Foxboro will look to change up here. Sullivan comes across the boards to Bertuman. Bertuman misses it. Steps out in front with number 6. Sullivan steps up, plays the body. McClellan behind the net. Bertuman off the boards, clears it. Sullivan with the stop there. Got plenty of time. Turns, starts to skate. Dump in by Sullivan behind the net. McClellan behind the net to Ricketts. Ricketts looking to the side. Bertuman pushes it back in the corner. St. John Paul is going to flip it out. Kyle McGinnis. D to D to Sullivan. Bertuman behind him. Good play by Sullivan there. Steps up with the man with his back to him. Allows Ronnie McClellan to step up and take the puck in for a shot that goes about a foot wide. Garabant in behind the net, keeping the puck in. Tanner Kennedy with his first shift on defense, paired with Kyle McGinnis. Smith into the corner, puts it deep to Garabrandt. Garabrandt turns, dumps it to the opposite corner. Creasy back into Smith. Smith looking. He's going to go out to the point to Brolin. Brolin back to Smith. Smith to Creasy. Oh, good idea there. Creasy still fighting for it. Creasy dumps it back in the corner. It's going to be icing by St. John Paul here. A good offensive pressure by Foxboro here. So face off here, Brolin and Kennedy on defense. A freshman line of McClellan, Bertuman, and Ricketts. Kennedy misses it. Brolin's going to have to step across, makes the break up. Foxboro with some good pressure. Kennedy steps up, dumps it back in front. Shot, nice shot, goal by Ricketts. Goal by the freshman. Assist to Tanner Kennedy. Good offensive pressure by the Foxboro team here. Face off at center ice now. 9:16 left in the first period. St. John Paul behind the net. Sullivan backs off a little, not sure. D-to-D pass to McGinnis. McGinnis off the boards to Bertuman. Played by Smith. Smith dumps it in deep across the corner. Foxboro hands him in deep. Garabrandt steals it in the corner, pushes it back behind the net. Creasy Smith behind the net. Smith tries to stuff it in, comes back out in front in the corner. Creasy pushes it in the corner. McGinnis dumps it in deep for the clear. St. John Paul looks for the breakout pass and he misses it. No icing on the call. It went off the side of the net. Sullivan looks, hits Garabrandt off his stick and out to center ice. St. John Paul looks to push it up. Number 9, Conley, their leading scorer. I don't have number stats on him, but I have articles. John Cronin with a good save. Smith helping out in the corner. Garabrandt comes in to help out. Garabrandt steps out of the corner. Lifts the puck out to center ice. Dumped in deep. Sullivan with good body there. Brolin behind the net. Tips it off the boards to Smith. Smith gonna skate it in. Shot by Smith off the legs. Dumped back around by Creasy. Smith chasing it. Back in the corner to Creasy. Garabrandt waiting behind the net for it. Flips it out in front. Nobody at home at that point. Smith fighting for it. Whereas takes the shot, blocked out in front. Jake getting his first shift of today. Across the ice, Garabrandt just missed it. No icing by St. John Paul because it went through Warius as he fell. Jonathan Brolin beats 2 St. John Paul around at Garabrandt. Garabrandt with a turn. Off the boards to Creasy. Creasy will step in front. Win the puck. Creasy trying to put it back in the corner. Bertuman comes across the front. Nobody at home at that point in time. Creasy was still moving. Ronnie McClellan comes across. A little bit of a battle in front of the net now. The freshman Bertuman getting pushed around. Jake Wares crossed D-to-D to Brolin. Brolin with a nice wrist shot gets knocked down in front. Hits a body. Brolin back in the corner to Josh Bertuman. So two-man change here. We got 3 on 5, and Foxboro's going to contain Sullivan. Goes across ice. No. St. John Paul, a little bit of an offensive push here. Good shot stop by Cronin. Good block by Cronin. Former Norwich superstar. East Coast Hockey League with the Erie Golden Blades. One preseason game with the Bruins, and then your tires got stolen?
It was worth it.
Good body by the freshman Kyle McInnes. He stood him up. He got right up. That's a good play by the freshman to stand him up. Good idea here by Sullivan to turn it around and get everybody off on a change. Take it himself. Just get it in. Make sure you get it in deep. McInnes with the shot, held on to by St. John Paul. 5:05 left in the first here. Foxborough still 1-0 lead. So we've got Kyle McInnes, Aiden Sullivan, Smith, Carisi, and Garabrand. Kept in by St. John Paul working up the boards. Good little breakout pass here. Foxborough has it back check. McInnes with the body again. Goes through it. Steps through. Good save by John. John Cronin with the save. John Cronin has had about 3 good, solid stops right into his chest. Held onto it. Face-off win by Smith into the corner. Sullivan steps over. Boards to Carisi. Carisi chips it out. Sullivan, good body there. Off sides. Good step up by Sullivan there. Defense change. It'll be Brolin with Tanner Kennedy. Kennedy steps up with a good poke check at the blue line. Drops it all the way back. St. John Paul back in their zone. Conley, Kennedy going for the body. Conley pulls off sides. Number 4 for St. John Paul was off by about 10 feet. Face off just outside the Foxborough zone. Foxborough, Tanner didn't clear it. Now Conley with it. He's got to keep Conley with the body. Brolin with good body in front. Conley stumped it out in front to number 6, Corey Weeks, the junior. Weeks off the skate, but could not get his hands on his stick control because Brolin played his body. Johnny Cronin ties it up. Face-off win by McClellan. Ricketts off the boards. Bertuman skating hard. Kennedy going to keep it in? No. Yes. Dump it in deep here by Kennedy. St. John Paul playing deep in their own zone here, D to D. Foxborough sitting back here almost with almost a 2-1-2, if you will. Kennedy dumps it in deep again. Behind the net, Ricketts steps up but falls down. He actually had a chance. Kennedy keeps it in deep. Ricketts behind the net. Should go to the point. Nope. Turns around with it, holding it. It's a little help. A little help by McClellan. McClellan dumps it out. Brolin steps up here. Brolin with a shot. Good save by St. John Paul. Nice wrist shot. They'll come back with the first line for Foxborough here. Creasy, Smith, Garabrand with Sullivan and McInnes on D. So what we're seeing on defense is we're playing Brolin, Sullivan, and McInnes, and then rotating in Kennedy and Warius as that fourth guy with Schaffman not here today. Sullivan with Pounce putting up on the boards. Carisi steps up. They're going to call him for the elbow. A little high. Elbow interference. Whatever you want to call it. 2:55 left. Foxboro will go short-handed here. Carisi stood him up at the blue line. The call is interference. So Smith and Garbrandt will stay out with McInnes and Sullivan on defense. 2:55 left. Smith across to the middle. Garbrandt pokes it toward the blue line, not out. Dumped in deep by number 7, Jack Richards. McInnes will hold it in the corner, flip it out, full ice. Oh, he had Smith. He didn't look though. He was looking for the ice, and that's all right. He's a freshman. He's looking for the short play on a penalty kill. Pete Smith with some good pressure here. Garbrandt sitting back. Now Garbrandt should step up. Foxborough, some good backing off here with one man up in him. Oh, got to play his body. It's the second time that tied up by John Cronin. A couple shots there. McInnes had to play that body on Conley. That's the second time Conley with the outside got the puck into the middle on McInnes. 49 seconds left in the penalty. 2:13 left in the period. 1-0 Foxborough. McClellan loses the faceoff, but it cleared by the offensive backhand faceoff. St. John Paul backs it up deep. Turn around to stop. St. John Paul with the puck wide. Takes a big shot. Johnny Cronin will catch it and hold on to it. Rolling around, he's got to put that one a little bit better. Oh, he lucked out there with McInnes. Defenseman misplayed it. McInnes was able to knock it out. Ten seconds left in the period. Warius out with Brolin on defense. Warius keeps him wide. He's going to clear it out. Good job by Warius. Penalty is now up with Foxborough with 1.5 minutes left. Brolin kept him outside. Smith with the nice play. Chasing it is Batuman. Batuman will come in on alone. Nice backhander. Goalie with a great save. Batuman with a great move. Great move by Batuman. Good hustle to skate to the middle on that and go to the net. He didn't fade on that one. He took that puck. Jake with the tip. Shot. McClellan with the tip. Back to the far corner now. St. John Paul coming out. Smith with a back check, and then McClellan with a back check. Batuman has it again. Smith picks it up, looking for the shot. Off the leg and wide. 36 seconds left. 36 seconds left in the first period. 1-0. So we have Smith, Carisi, Garbrandt with Brolin and Sullivan to play the end of the first period. Smith wins the faceoff. Brolin shoots a tip by Smith just a little wide. Behind the net to Garbrandt. Garbrandt will try to push it to Smith. Smith turns for the shot. Mike Carisi beats his man to the far boards. Brolin will hold it. Flip another one up in front of the net. In front. Good tie-up. Poked at by Smith. Brolin gets the puck to the net. Smith gets a good rebound chance. Goalie makes the tie-up. One more face-off in the offensive zone for Foxborough. They'll stay with their lineup. .13 seconds left. Smith will try to go forward with it. Gets it forward. Garbrandt steps through. Backhand comes through. Still in front. 3 seconds, 2-1. That'll end the first period. A good first period by Foxborough. Well, welcome back to second period action. 1-0 Foxboro again. Started with the first line of Smith, Carisi, Garabant. Face off over. Garabant brings it down the middle with Sullivan and McGinnis on defense. Smith goes cross ice. Sullivan picks it up. Loses it at the red line. Covered up by Johnny Cronin. So we've got the freshman line out. McClellan, Ricketts, Bertuman, with Brolin and Tanner Kennedy on defense. Brolin holds the puck, flips outside the zone. Ricketts, a little pressure. Bertuman steps over. Dumped in, icing by St. John Paul. Good step up there by Bertuman to force him to make that play early. So we'll stay with the same lines here. Brolin, Kennedy, Bertuman, Ricketts, and McClellan. McClellan playing center in this line. Freshman line is holding their own here. Doing very well. Getting some pressure. Number 6, junior Corey Weeks tried to step through there. Broken up by the freshman. Bertuman now steps up to the boards. Steps kept in at the boards. Now out by McClellan. Dumped cross ice by St. John Paul. Brolin will turn. He will look. Skate it to the red line. Dumps it in deep. And makes his change. Defense makes a change. Sullivan and McInnes coming back out. Good step up by McClellan. He just missed the puck to keep it in deep. Dumped in deep by St. John. Number 8, John Walden, senior. Dumped in front. Good play by Sullivan, staying at home. Sullivan steps up here. Should take it all the way. Gets good shot. Nice shot. Just picked off his stick. Shot and scored by Bertuman. Bertuman follows up the rebound of the Sullivan shot. It came off the glass. Back out front. Bertuman puts it in. So good play by Foxboro. Good hustle by Bertuman to stay in the play and stay alive. So 2-0 now in the second period. Bertuman comes down the ice with a good shot. Oh, followed up by Garabant. Garabant just missed. McInnes D to Sullivan. Take his time off the boards. Coming up the crease, he tips it to the middle, looking for Garabant. Good step around by Carisi with a nice shot, but off the little to the short side. Dumps it back in deep. Stolen by St. John Paul. Brolin chips it to the corner, then plays the body. Smith dumps it off the glass, not out. Brolin back around, should turn it around. Sullivan turns. Sullivan keeps it. Looking at Carisi. Carisi tips it by him off the boards. He's going to force it. Stay with it. Oh, had the time to look there with Garabant. Garabant will try to chip it in front. Carisi had time there to look at a couple plays. Brolin will step up and steal it. Shot by Brolin. Good save. Brolin will step up again here. Chips it deep. Blocked. Nice save. Good shot by Brolin. A great follow-up by Sam Garabant. Two great saves by the goalie. is number 35, a sophomore, Henry Klim. Again, we don't have any of the stats for these guys. Brolin with a good pick right there as Swarius tried to step up and missed. Brolin stepped across. Garabant brings it in the corner. Smith steps behind the net for the loose puck. Throws it across to Creasy. Creasy with a good shot. Klim with a nice save. Oh, Smith tried to keep it, missed it. John Paul's coming out of the zone. Comes across ice. Conley with Brolin. Brolin will chip it off wide to Garabant. Garabant steps up. Smith waiting for it. Turns wide. Smith steps up in front. Goalie makes a good save. Garabant gets a second poke. So Smith turned it to the front. Garabant gets 2 pokes at it. Foxboro keep going to the net with this. 10:49 left in the second period. 2-0 Foxboro. The puck just got grabbed by freshman Kyle McInnes for Batuman. So the line here we have now is a little hit from behind coming up. Michael Hussey. The Tom Heaney got hit from behind. And Papard was out there. Tim Heaney, I'm sorry, it wasn't even Tommy, it was Tim Heaney, the younger brother. Freshman. So we'll come up with the power play unit here with Ricketts, Smith, Carisi, Brolin, and Sullivan with 10:43 in the second. Smith missed the face-off. Sullivan goes all the way around by Sullivan. Sullivan turns back to Brolin. Brolin will hand it to Smith. Smith will step up, dump it in deep. Carisi around the net. Has the time now to hold it. Smith should set up. Back behind. Both have had time here to hold it and look. Brolin holds off the body. He was looking to calm it down. Sullivan with a shot to nobody. Sullivan takes another shot from the wide. Tipped down by Ricketts into the goalie's chest.
Number 8, John Walden, minus the check.
48 seconds left in the power play here. Smith holds that one up. Oh. Brolin plays it. Brolin plays it back to D to Sullivan. Sullivan looks, taking his time. Across to Smith. Smith kind of misses it, but steps by. He's got the time, walks up. Smith pokes back to Sullivan. Sullivan drops it toward the net. Tipped by Ricketts. Oh, bad bounce off the glass. Right to the middle. Foxborough had 2 players there ready to play that puck off the boards. So Smith comes through after good play by Sullivan to play the body. Smith going to walk it up. Walks around, drops it in front, pulls it back to himself. Didn't get it in front. Oh, coming out of the box, St. John Paul with the perfect pass here. Misses the net. Number 4, Liam Gregory, a sophomore. With the breakaway, Johnny Cronin held his... Carisi with the puck behind the net, chips it to the boards. McInnes steps up, fires it at the net, up and over. So we got McInnes with Tanner Kennedy out there on defense. Smith will dump it up and deep, trying to clear it up. St. John Paul with a late change behind the play. So Jared Papad, the freshman, is out with Tim Heaney. Nope, it's Michael Carisi with Michael Hussey, sophomore. Michael turns and doesn't keep it in. Brolin's out there with Tanner Kennedy now on defense. Timmy Heaney is out now. Carisi did change. Shot it by deep. Foxborough a little discombobulated here. A little off their rocker here. Get the young line out here. Poked toward the middle by Tim Heaney, good shot, good save. Kennedy dumps it up the middle. Like I said, it should be on net, no icing. SJP loses the puck behind the net, drops it in front to nobody. Goalie will tie it up. 7:22 left in the second. A little bit of a up and down play here. A lot of mistakes on that last couple minutes after the penalty. But they got some youngsters some ice time there for Foxboro. Done a couple shifts already today, which is good. McGinnis to Sullivan, a little too close to each other. Sullivan cross ice to McGinnis now. McGinnis will up. Smith chips it in deep. Garabant behind the net turns. Good play by number 7, Jack Richards, sophomore defenseman, to keep Garabant beside the net. Sullivan tries to dump it in. Conley hanging, no, not Conley, 6, Corey Weeks. McGinnis off the boards, tipped out by Smith. Smith won a 2-on-2 with Carisi. Shoots in right into the stick. Carisi will turn. Sullivan, good step up there with a little body. Now body to the boards, played him off the puck. Number 4, sophomore Liam Gregory. Now they're going to call something, I'm not quite sure. I thought it was a high stick by St. John Paul. Yep, number 20 for St. John Paul. Freshman Gianluca Foschi-Walco. I don't know how to say that one.
You're asking me?
Number 20 for St. John Paul, a freshman. Sullivan back to Brolin. Brolin will work it to Sullivan. Sullivan to Smith. Smith back to the middle. Tied up. Foxborough working on their power play here. Oh, just out. Smith had tied it up in front, and then it got poked out by Brolin. Sullivan will pick it up. Brolin will turn. Brolin skates it up all the way, drops to Carisi. Carisi will cross ice. Smith, nice save by the goalie. Smith sets it up for a Sullivan one-timer. Now that looked good. That was a good entry, good exit. So we'll have a defensive change. McGinnis will come out for Brolin. Ricketts, Carisi, Smith, Sullivan, and McGinnis on D. Smith wins the faceoff, but the wing steps by and clears it. Sullivan backhands it to the open to Smith. Smith with plenty of room. Skates it up, cuts across to the middle, looking for either Ricketts or Carisi. Carisi back behind to Smith. Smith to Ricketts. Ricketts is going to shoot a little wide. Carisi off the boards, taking a look first. Good patience by Carisi right there, but he walked right into somebody with it. Sullivan turned, will shoot on that, missed it. Dumped out deep by St. John Paul for the clear. 7 seconds left in the power play. Behind the net, Sullivan. Smith goes by him. Sullivan comes out the other side. Up deep to Ricketts. Ricketts will play it at the blue line. Hands it to Carisi. Carisi drops it to Ricketts. Ricketts to Sullivan. Sullivan flips. Goalie doesn't quite make a save. Gloves it in the corner. Bertuman comes around the net with the puck. Drops it out to Sullivan at the point. Sullivan will shoot. Penalty is up. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in the second. Penalty coming up here on, I'm assuming it's Sullivan for a hold. Foxboro. Sullivan goes in the box at 4:11 left in the second for a hold. Brolin and Warius with Smith and Garabrandt coming out as the forwards. Smith drops the puck. Brolin steps across to block the shot up and deep. Garabrandt with a good clear. Smith will pressure. St. John Paul drops it in deep. Brolin with a backhand, not strong enough to go out, shot wide. Garabrandt to the boards. Cronin had to tie that one up, John. Brolin should skate here, clear it. A little bit of a hook. Dumps it deep. 40 seconds left. Smith in alone. Holds it in the corner. 1-on-4. Smith doing a good job in there deep. Good back checking. Garabrandt will step up. Brolin will flip cross ice, seeing if he can catch Smith. Smith goes for the change. Good work by Peter Smith on that penalty kill. Ricketts and Garabrandt on this one. Brolin and Warius. Warius keeps him wide with a good body. Brolin goes in the corner. Penalty is up for Foxboro. Iced by Ricketts. That's all right, get a change on that. 2:26 left in the second. Well, after the penalty, looks like we've got Ricketts, McClellan, Bertuman back out. McGinnis and Sullivan. Fought for in front of the net. Sullivan comes behind. Bertuman off the boards. Takes his time, hits McClellan in the skates with it. Goes in deep. Good pressure by Foxboro behind the net. McClellan dumps it behind the net. Ricketts behind the net with it, turns. McClellan with good pressure, it's in his feet. Stays in the corner. Ricketts and McClellan fighting for it. McClellan tries to come out. Oh, Sullivan with a big hit. Big hit. McClellan comes out. Behind the net, McClellan. Ricketts looking in front with McClellan. McClellan bouncing puck. Keeps hold of it. Will try to flip it in deep. Nope, St. John Paul comes out with it. Sullivan blocks it out. Cronin ties it up. Looking for the face-off. So we got Smith, Carisi, Garabrandt with Brolin and Tanner Kennedy out there. 1:06 left. Carisi skates straight up the middle. Chipped that. Offsides. Offsides by Foxboro with 59 seconds left. Smith on the face-off. Kicks it in the zone. Kennedy steps up, dumps it in deep. Garabrandt skating after. Carisi waiting on the boards. Carisi right in his belly. Number 20, seeing the hit coming, flipped it up and over the boards. Out of the play. 39 seconds left. Face-off win by Smith to Brolin. Brolin to Sullivan. Sullivan off the boards. Carisi. Carisi dumps it in deeper, waiting for the hit. St. John Paul flipping it off the boards there. Good hustle right there. Kept in by Brolin, but out. Played the puck, but it went off out of the ice.
The old man would have kept that one in.
23 seconds left. Smith goes forward with it, takes a big shot up and over. Carisi goes wide with it. He's going to throw it in front. In front, Garibrand couldn't get the shot off. Number 9, Conley on Brolin. With Sullivan behind him. Crossed the ice. Good pass, just not able to play. Well, 2-0, end of the second. Face-off one back by Peter Smith early in the third period here. Smith now comes out. Nice pass by Smith, crossed to Carisi, couldn't get the shot off. Kept in the corner. Come out by John Paul. Flipped out to number 20, missed by Kennedy. Kennedy will chase him into the corner. Back it around to Brolin. Brolin will skate. Turn his man off, turn. Up to Smith, Smith couldn't control it. No icing though, Smith should be skating here for it. Chased into the corner, Brolin will play it. Dumps it in deeper to Smith. Oh, and Smith missed that one. Had Brolin going hard to the net. Kennedy keeps it in, out. Carisi still sitting here. Garibrand fighting for it on the board. Smith picks it up. 2-on-2 coming up. Smith to Carisi, and Carisi fires it right back at him. Boys, a little too cute here. Take the shots. Now out to center ice to McInnes. McInnes to Sullivan. Good D-to-D pass here. Forward's got to come back. Smith goes for the change. Carisi goes for the shot. Tied up. With the freshman line with Ricketts, McClellan, Bertman. McClellan in front, good save by the goalie. Good step over by McClellan. McInnes from the defense flips it off the boards to Bertuman. Pushes it ahead. McClellan trying to step around. Takes the shot. Bertuman pulls the puck out. Sullivan flip a wrist shot up and out. Good passing right there. McInnes out of the zone to Bertuman on the boards. Bertuman headmans it to McClellan. And Bertuman moving his skates, follows it up well. Comes across Ricketts with the easy play, scores off the face-off. Sebastian Ricketts off the face-off with a nice wrist shot. Makes it 3-0. So McClellan wins the face-off. And Ricketts picks it up. So it's 13 minutes left in the third period. It is now Foxboro 3-0. Brolin holding the puck, setting up at center ice. Tries to go to the middle to Garibrand. Smith holds it right there. Pushed out. Carisi, tried to hit Smith on the move there. Smith turns his man, holds it in the corner, comes around to Warius. But St. John Paul was waiting on the boards. Good play by Brolin. Will calm it down here. Off the boards to Garabant. A little tough for him to handle. Warius takes his time to Smith. Smith can't handle it. Brolin will play it at center ice. Offsides by Garabant. Garabant never came back out. Couldn't see him in the picture there. He was so deep. Face-off won by Smith. Brolin flips it in. Uh-oh. Brolin stepped up on that. Conley covers back. Good play by Warius. Conley takes it all the way out of the zone. Lucky break for Foxboro there. Good force by Jake Warius. Dumped in deep. Warius comes in. Look at boards. Pushes it off the boards. Warius with his feet. Oh, all Foxboro turned away from the puck there. They could have walked out on a 3-on-0. Number 7 takes the shot off Brolin and out. So Foxboro coming out with Hussey, Papard, Joey Abdu getting his first shift of the game. Smith chips it off the boards. Sullivan with a hit, Cronin with a tie-up. So Foxboro going to mix in some kids here. Good opportunity for them to get some playing time. Face-off win by Hussey. McInnes comes around the boards to Sullivan. Hussey follows it up. Abdu fighting in the boards. Sullivan will step over and body. St. John Paul behind the net. Fires it in front. Good stick work by Joey Abdu. Sullivan on the boards. Comes across in front. McInnes with a nice poke check. Sullivan around to Papard. Papard misses it. It'll go out. No icing. Missed by a St. John Paul player. Papard goes by it. Hussey with good hustle back to poke it. Papard will pick it up, turn at the blue line. Into the dot. Shot blocked. Good poke check by Sullivan. Abdu down on the ice. Hussey will back it out of the zone. Played in by St. John Paul. Across the ice. Sullivan almost kicked it into the net. Johnny Cronin was awake. Sullivan off the glass and out to center ice. McInnes and Sullivan a little crossed up there on where he was going. Dumped out by Foxboro with a no icing. Played around by St. John Paul. Brolin will pinch. Dumped out to Conley. Conley with a breakaway with Tanner Kennedy. Good save. Good knockout by Kennedy. Tanner Kennedy plays it up off the boards. Brolin kicks it across to Ricketts. Ricketts comes across the middle to Berterman. Berterman dumps it in deep. Ricketts keeps it in. McClellan going in deep to the corner with it. Walks out, holds it in the corner, tries to get it in front, blocked. Turns again, going to the front of the net to Ricketts. Misses the net. Brolin will step up and keep it in again. Dump behind the net to Berterman. Berterman across the front. Brolin picks that one off. Dumps it back in deep. Goes for a change. Kennedy stays out on the boards. Out by St. John Paul, but no icing. Tanner Kennedy, Sullivan back into the other corner. Garabrandt trying to go to Carisi. Carisi looking middle, not boards. Played up high by Sullivan off his hands. Good play. Fired up, blocked, tripped from behind. 2-on-2 here. Conley coming up. Good play by Carisi. Nice block by Sullivan, back across in front. It's back into the corner. Saved by John Cronin. Puck moves though. Oh, Smith, Garabrandt with Carisi, with Brolin and Warius. 7:16 left in third period, 3-0 still. Warius around the boards to Garabrandt. Garabrandt steps it ahead. Smith will cut across to it. Out of the ice. Some good passing to get it out. Good breakout. We come back with the freshman line of Ricketts, Bertuman, and McClellan. Brolin and Warius on defense. 7:04. Face-off held up. Warius dumps it in the far corner. Fought far behind the net. Comes around the net. Brolin will step up. Good fight. Brolin will flip it up and in. Fought in the corner by Ricketts. Fired across boards. Warius chase it out, chase it down. Warius back to Brolin. Brolin back to Warius. He should go to the boards to McClellan off his feet. McClellan backs it in. Not in deep enough. Kept in by McClellan. Stay with it. Poked out by St. John. 2-on-0 for a second there. Brolin chips it off the boards. McClellan follows it up. A little too far out. Brolin dumps it in deep with the offsides from McClellan, so he keeps it in. Change here with Tom Heaney, Michael Hussey. I cannot see who the other one is in the other corner. Papard with Sullivan and McGinnis. Sullivan cross ice to McGinnis. Plays it off the boards, dumps it in deep. Cleared out. Sullivan plays it to center ice and fires it on the ice to the goalie. Played behind the net. Dumped in deep by Sullivan. Heaney on the forecheck. Hussey looks at it go by. McGinnis plays the body. Sullivan plays the puck. Sullivan's going to step up here with the puck. Dump it in deep. Flips it high and out. So with 4:59 left, face-off outside the St. John Paul zone. See, we got face-off here will be first line of McGinnis. I'm horrible today. Smith, Carisi, Garabrandt, Brolin, and Kennedy. Face-off won by St. John Paul. Deep. Comes up the boards. Conley, number 9, skating it out. Picks up ahead of steam on Kennedy. Goes by Kennedy on the outside. Brolin poke checks him as he comes around. Carisi will chip it by. Mike Carisi with a semi-break. Turns to the middle. Little hook there. Hook is coming up on St. John Paul. Good hustle by Carisi on that to force the hook. So Foxboro will stay with their power play unit here with Carisi, Smith, Ricketts, Brolin, and Sullivan. 4:36 left. 3-0. Brolin, Smith across the, Sullivan across to Brolin. Brolin flips far side to Sullivan. Smith all the way around. Brolin's got to keep it in. He does. Flips to Sullivan. It was a bouncer. Yep, it was a bouncer. Way offsides. Way offsides by Smith. He's looking right at him, clear the zone. All the time in the world. Take your time there. Take your time. That's what you're trying to do here. Work on your power play. Smith puck bounces. Number 6 comes in on Brolin. Brolin with the body. John Cronin will tie it up. Face off in the Foxboro zone. 103 left in the power play. Carisi follows up Smith, gets it off the boards. Smith gonna skate by, hits Ricketts with it. Into Pete calls for it, and he gets the tip. Out to center ice, Sullivan with a shot blocked to the corner by the goalie. Ricketts with good fight here in the corner. Carisi comes across, back to the point to Sullivan. Sullivan's gonna walk it over with a shot off the back of the net. The goalie ties it up. So it looks like we're going to have McClellan and Bertuman stay out there with Ricketts. Brolin and Sullivan will stay on the D. 33 seconds left. Face-off won by St. John Paul. They come out. Brolin tips it wide. Sullivan will play the body and chip it higher. Bertuman with good body. Plays the puck off his belly. A little bit of a hook and a hold. Still in his feet. McClellan brings it in this time. Let's stop and look. Brolin with good body there. Needs a little help from his teammates. Bertuman will play it out again. It's in his feet again. Brolin will step up. Nope, missed. Missed that puck. Cross ice to Conley. Kennedy was right on Conley looking to play that puck. Kennedy dumps it back in the corner. Brolin will chip it high, but not out. All even here. Conley skating around everybody. Slides it on the ice. Boarding right here coming up on St. John Paul. .227 left in the third. They're going to call probably a major for boarding. Hit from behind. Now 5-on-4. We're still looking. He's got a 4-minute penalty, double minor, which ends the game for him. They got to get somebody in the box. And that was Conley, their best player. Patrick Conley, a senior. Out of Sandwich. Race here, St. John Paul cut off by Carisi. Carisi to Sullivan. Sullivan will take his time here at center ice. Pass over to Smith. Smith with the shot and tied up. Ricketts right in front. So Foxboro should end it on a power, end the game on a man advantage. Carisi, good shot blocked. Dumped in front, tied up again by the goalie. Little late whistle there. Fired by Creasy wide. McInnes will keep it in. Dump it in front. Ricketts. Ricketts turns around with it, but it goes behind the net. Battling behind. McInnes chips it back to Ricketts. Ricketts will walk it. Looks for the one time for Smith, just a little bit short. St. John Paul fires it hard and wide and out. Length of the ice. Sullivan will look, skate it. Smith goes by it. Fires across ice to Creasy. Creasy and Ricketts. Crossed up. Fighting on the stick there. Creasy keeps it back. A little bit of just talk here, that's all. Michael keeps it in. Fired out by St. John. Smith walks it in. Back to McInnes. McInnes will shoot. Tied up by the goalie and then into the corner. Michael fires it behind to Smith. Smith's going to look in front to Creasy, misses wide. Aiden Smith goes back to play it. Plays it to Smith off the boards to the middle of the ice. Up to Creasy. Creasy's going to skate up. Creasy will shoot. Scores! Scores with 24 seconds left. Creasy with a shot on the power play. Foxboro will get a good Division III win here out of this game. St. John Paul dumps it in deep. Warius will play it behind the net. 24 dumps it. Porteroni dumps it to Hussey, offsides. Papard stepped offsides. A little bit of a wipeout there. Face off at center ice. Inside the zone. Porteroni with Hussey and Papard. Warius back to Brolin. Brolin with 2 seconds left will walk it up and just flip it on net. A good 4-0 win for Foxboro.